All right, so just got done seeing Terrifier 3, and boy, there's a lot to take in. I cannot wait to see the movie again, just to be able to think about some of the dialogue and some of the images in this one, and piece them with the second one, and see exact. I love seeing how the story unfolds. It's like the second one. There's questions that are asked in the first one, and you get some of those answers in the second one, and then in this one you get some more answers, questions answered that was brought up in the second one. There's a great deal of wondering if certain things are going to be answered and if certain things are going to be still left unanswered, and everything that needs to satisfy curiosities about what happened after the second one is answered in this one, and it takes its time. It doesn't just come out and just tell you stuff and reveal, here's exactly what happened after the second one. No, it unfolds it in a very natural way. It's edited really well, being able to, just like the second one where the 2 hours and 20 minutes flies by, the 2 hours in this flies by as well. I always appreciate when a movie makes you wonder and keeps your interest, because it's bringing up things, it's making you think about other things, and sometimes I'm afraid that a movie will not answer certain things or just leave certain things in the open, and I always appreciate when a film like this, it kind of leaves you hanging on a little bit to wondering, if it's going to answer certain things, and the most important things that you want to fulfill in this does come true. So I really enjoy that aspect of wanting more, but yet feeling fulfilled enough to make me to not make you feel like the movie had a weak script or anything like that. Still hard to. It's going to take a lot to beat the one gore sequence in the second one, but this one again has standout special effects, some great. Not glorifying murder scenes in a movie by any means, but you get what you're looking for in this one for sure. There's the comedy is there once again, very naturally. I especially like the scene where the roommate and his girlfriend's talking, and she's talking about Art the Clown, really wanting to know more about him through the voices of his victims, and Art the Clown's back there kind of mocking them a little bit. Yeah, that was great. There's tiny little homages here and there. I gotta wonder exactly how many there are, but the most obvious one is the Amityville house, one of the windows. But yeah, there is a lot to think about, and once again, it's told through imagery and little bits of dialogue and characters questioning themselves, questioning, what happened in the previous movie and what they expect to happen moving forward. Once again, a great movie. Is it as good as the second one? It's very, very close. I gotta wonder if there's anything cut out of this. I would be looking forward to see if there's like any sort of an extended edition, or what was cut out. I don't feel like anything was cut out, but I do see, like the second one, some things could have been expanded on maybe a little bit. But that's kind of like a mixed opinion on. It's not a bad thing if there was stuff cut out, but it could be better if whatever was cut out might be added back in, kind of a situation. Completely unrelated, but there's a 1975 movie called Deep Red, where there's lots of stuff in the director's best edit of that there's a lot of unnecessary scenes, you could say, but they're also some of my favorite scenes, and I can see why they were cut originally, but boy, I like the longer version of that. So we'll see what happens with this. Great Christmas feels throughout. I love whenever it feels like a movie is taking place around Christmas time, and you see lots of colorful lights and things like that. So yeah, I would say everything worked in this. There was not one thing I disliked, other than maybe wishing it was even longer. Yeah, once again, it's hard for me to talk too negatively about this because I really don't have anything negative to say. I look forward to seeing it again, and eventually doing more in-depth thoughts on the first two movies as well as this one. They're the types of movies I can watch over and over and never get tired. And yeah, I think I'm going to end it here because I'm going to talk more about these movies in the future, and I really got to collect my thoughts on this one and wonder about certain scenes, what certain things mean. My final thoughts on this will be: some people will watch this and say, "Oh, they thought it was okay, but it's not for them. They'll never watch it again because it's just not the type of movie that is for them." And that's fine and everything, but for me, this is the type of movie for me. This is something that I can watch and not be too disgusted by, and think that it's not not something it's not up my alley or something like that. I'm totally all for it. And for that, I'm right there saying that yes, if this is a movie for you, then I highly recommend it. It's great in every regard when it comes to that, and you'll know ahead of time that if it's not a movie for you, then well, why would you see it in the first place unless you're some type of critic who is just getting content out there, or if it's their job to review something, sure. But as far as like a slasher, especially like a harder R slasher, I mean, easily go see this, and you're going to probably see it in the first place. But if you've not seen any of these movies by chance, and you finally are hearing of this series because it's getting out there a little bit more, for sure watch. I say watch the first one. You can say, oh, you don't have to watch the first one. You should watch the second one. No matter what, the second one is a must watch before this. But I say watch the first one too, because even with the lack of story in the first one, it sets up a whole bunch of questions that slowly get answered with the second one and now this one. So I say watch all three. Even watch All Hallows Eve. I still have yet to see All Hallows Eve 2, but it gets my highest recommendation for the type of film that is, and I cannot wait to see it again.